Hi everyone, I am Divya from GCS MDM Informatica and I will be covering segment matching and subtype matching in MDM 10.4 HF2. Today's agenda is we are going to start with introduction to segment matching followed by the two options that are available when segment matching is configured, that is segment matches all data and segment match values, followed by its demo. Then we will be seeing subtype matching followed by its quick demo. Introduction to segment matching. For exact match columns only, you can use segment matching to limit match rules to specific subsets of data. For example, you could define different match rules for customers in different departments by using segment matching to limit the match rules to certain departments. Once segment matching is checked, then you can configure two other options along with it: segment matches all data and segment match values, which we will be seeing in the next slide. Segment matches all data. Segment matches all data option is disabled by default. When it is disabled or unchecked, MDM will only match records within the set of values defined in segment match values. When it is checked, then MDM match records with the values defined in the segment match values with other records, but the records whose value is not defined in segment match values would not match with each other. We will understand this by seeing an example. Here, in segment match values, we can give one or more values to configure segment matching. For example, for a given match rule, suppose you wanted to define a segment matching by departments. If you defined segment match value as cooking, which means under the segment match values, you gave a value as cooking. So, MDM will search match only records with these departments, which means Monica Geller with cooking will match with Monica Geller with cooking. Other departments like leads and computers will not participate in the match. So, even though the first name, last name are same for all these four records, the match will only match those records where segment is defined as cooking. This is how we can limit match rules to a certain subset. Now we will see a quick demo on how segment matching works and can be configured. We have a party BO and we have defined three user-defined columns here: first name, last name, and department. Let's see the match and merge setup. Here we have two columns configured. Department is an exact match column and person name is a fuzzy match key. Let's see the match rules. Here person name is the fuzzy match key, so we have selected the match purpose as person name and match strategy, which is fuzzy by default. Let's see the exact match column, which is department. On department only, we will be configuring segment matching. So I have checked this segment matching and this is the segment match values column which we can give any value in. Here by doing a plus button, we can add any number of values. For example, I have added cooking here already. Let's add one more. So for now, I don't need these two departments to be added here. So I'll be removing computers from here. Click on OK and save the match rule settings. Once match rules are saved, we can see here that these two columns are now our match rules columns. Where department, here we have done a segment matching by using the value as cooking. Now let's run the match job. Select the match rule set and execute batch. Here, number of records that is matched is 1. Now let's see the data in the base object and the match table. There were 5 records in the C party PO. Monica Geller with cooking department, with computer department, cooking department, leads, and again computers. 2 records which is having department as cooking participated in match, and that is why only one match was found. Let's see the match table now. Let me refresh it. Here we can see 3 matched with 1. Let's see which one is the third record. So Monica Geller with department cooking is the third record, and Monica Geller with department cooking is the first record. So this is how segment matching works. It limits the match to only a subset of values, which is cooking here. Only these 2 records got matched as we did not select segment matches all data. Now let's see how it behaves when we check segment matches all data, which brings me back to match rule set. Let's edit it and add. So now we will check this segment matches all data and see how it behaves. Let's save the match rule settings. Here we will click on yes because we want to set the match table and base object. Let's run the match job again. Now we can see the number of records matched increased to 4. Let's see in the backend. Let me refresh it. Let me refresh the match table data as well. So here we can see 2 matched with 1, 2 matched with 3, and since 2 matched with 1, so here a transitive matching that is happening. So we can see in the base object which all records got matched. So here in the base object we can see that Monica Geller from computers department matched with Monica Geller from cooking departments because we selected segment matches all data option in the hub console. Segment matches all data. This is how segment matching behaves. Moving on to introduction to subtype matching. For base objects containing different types of data, subtype matching option allows you to apply match rules to specific types of data within the same base object. Match subtype is available for exact match columns with parent-child path components. Match subtype is available for exact match columns which is having a non-root path component. That is, it is having a match path to a child component. Also, the strategy should be fuzzy match strategy. So match subtype allows you to apply match rules to specific type of data based on the data present in the child table. Now we will see an example to understand this a better way. Let's say party table is the parent table and address table is the child table. Now for row-ID objects of party 3, 5 and 7, there are 2 child records, 3 child records and 3 child records in the address table. Now we will see how these records will match when address type subtype match is not configured. 1 to 3 main will match with 1 to 3 main. Toronto matches with Toronto, although shipping and billing address types are different, and on will match with on. Similarly, 50 John Street from address line 1 matches with 50 John Street of address line 1 of row ID 7. Here, Toronto from shipping matches with Toronto of shipping. And here, on matches with on. So, 3 matches with 7 as well, because we did not configure the subtype match. Even if address type was distributed against billing and shipping, parent ID 3 matched with 5 and 7. When match subtype is selected, then 3 will not match with 5 nor 7 as they are distributed between different address types. But parent ID 5 will match with 7. Let's see how. From here, 50 John Street from billing matches with 50 John Street from billing. Again, Toronto from billing will match with Toronto with billing, and BC from billing will match with BC from billing. So, since the records were distributed with address type billing only, so these two records got matched, but 3 did not match with 5 nor with 7. Now we will see a demo on subtype matching. Here we have defined two tables, party and address. Party is the parent table and address is the child table. Let's see the columns in the party table. I have configured only one column to make it simple. In the address table, we have 4 columns. Address type is the column on which we will be checking match subtype. Address ID is the foreign key to party table. Country, city and address line will be match columns in the match rules. Let's see the match merge setup of party. Here we need to define a parent to child component. This will be the match path from parent party to child address. When we define path, we can use the child table columns in the match rule sets of the parent. So here I have person name, which is from the root component party, and the contributing column is name here. We have country, city and address type from the child table, that is address table, using the path component that we defined. Let's see the match rule sets. Here we have person name as the match purpose, country, city and address type are the exact match columns from the child. That is why we are having match subtype on all these columns available. But we will be using match subtype only on address type. So I will not configure it right now because we will be seeing how match behaves when it is not configured and how it behaves when it is configured. So first check the unconfigured scenario. We will run match job and check. Before running match job, let's see the data in the database. So in the parent party table, we have 3 records 1, 2 and 3 with name Phoebe, Phoebe and Phoebe. In the child table address, we have 8 records similar to the example that we saw before with same values of the columns that we saw before. Here address ID 1 is having 2 child records. For address ID 2 we are having 3 child records, and for address ID 3 we are having 3 child records again. And address type, there are billing and shipping types. For now address type is not used as a subtype match, so as per the example 1 should get matched with 2, 1 should match with 3 and 2 should match with 3. Let's run match job and check how it behaves. Select the address rule match set. So from here we can see 3 records got matched. Let's see which all these 3 records got matched. Let me refresh the table. So here we can see 1 matched with 2, 1 matched with 3 and 2 matched with 3, which is expected as per our example. To avoid confusion, in the example we use 3 in place of 1, 5 in place of 2 and 7 in place of 3. Now we will configure match subtype and check how match behaves. Which brings me back to match rules. Edit the match rule, click on address type, edit it, enable match subtype, click on OK and save. Once saved, now we will run match job and check. Now match job is completed and we ended up with 1 matching records. Let's see which record got matched. So here 2 got matched with 3. Let's see. So here 2 got matched with 3. Here we can see 50 John of address type billing, 50 John of address type billing, on here and on here both are of address type billing, and here Toronto and Toronto of address type billing. This got matched, that is why 2 matched with 3. So this is how match subtype works. When a column is used as match subtype, then its values are divided and match only happens between the same values. That is all about today's video. You can reach out to us using the below URLs. Thank you and have a good day.